What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. Welcome to the Stock Goat YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering the SoFi stock, and we're also going to be covering the overall market. Please be sure to smash the like button. Let's try and get this video past 1,500 likes for the YouTube algorithm so more and more people can learn about the SoFi stock. And I have one word for you guys, one word to bring you confidence. That is patience, 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 and more patience. We will be eating ramen for the next couple of weeks to months, but later on in the end of the year, we will be getting that surf and turf, that lobster, that filet mignon. We will be rewarded with patience. Now is the time to take advantage of this FUD. We know that the FUD is two things for the past couple of months going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. COVID inflation, COVID inflation, COVID inflation. You're going to see these two headlines each and every week. CNBC, CNN on the media, manipulating retail investors into selling out of their positions. And understand right now, these price ranges are life-changing opportunities, okay? I can go over 50 stocks for you right now, down over 50%. Now is the time to bet on management. Now that you found companies that you really like, the easiest way to narrow it down to what you need to be buying is look at the management. These management teams have millions and millions of shares in their possession. They go to certain companies that they see upside because they want to grow their positions, grow the companies, and that is how they become extremely wealthy, multimillionaires, by their positions and stocks growing over time. You need to be betting on management right now that you believe is going to disrupt whatever market you're going after, and I believe the banking industry is the best market to attack right now inside of 2022, especially with this COVID headline still out there. Remember, more and more people will shift to 100% digital online banks. So I'm going all in on SoFi, guys. I really believe this is going to be a great disruptor. And on top of Anthony Noto being an outstanding leader coming over from, Twitter, the management team behind Anthony Noto is ridiculous right now. We're talking Chad Borton from USAA Banking. This is some real stuff happening right now. You have to be patient because we know the bank charter is on the horizon, guys. That's going to be a massive catalyst for the next 5 years of SoFi. And a lot of people have been shaken out on these dips. So what I need you to do for me, guys, is drop a comment. Are you buying SoFi stock tomorrow? Be sure to smash the like button. Please try and get this video past 1,500 likes, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, we can see the indexes got hammered, specifically the NASDAQ and the Russell. These have been getting annihilated. Dow finished break even, S&P 500 a little bit down. It's the NASDAQ. It's the technology that is getting hammered by this inflation headline nonstop. We can see that SoFi finished down about 7.5%. Pretty red day. I mean, no news at all, of course. We just have that CPI data coming out, and this has been happening the past 12 months. Every single month, CPI data comes out, and it looks like every single day before the CPI data comes out, people expect the worst. And that's when you see a company lose 8% of value off of no bad news at all. Excellent earnings, the past earnings report. And we can see volume was on, the higher side. 32 million on the average, 30 million. These sell-offs are getting high volume, and guys, we sold off 8% today almost, so it was a nasty day inside of the market. You can see the nasty headline right here, guys. Biden administration signals Friday's inflation data could be high. So 8:30 tomorrow, inflation data comes out. Understand, if that inflation data is bad, stocks are going to most likely drop an additional 5% or more tomorrow. Some stocks will see a 10% decline tomorrow. So by the end of tomorrow, if the data comes out and it is bad in the morning, you should be buying the dip before the close, before the stock market closes this week, because, we are most likely will get a bounce next week. And I understand, guys, this news is happening every single month, but you need to take advantage of these buying opportunities because it's not guaranteed that these low prices will last, because big money can come in and, buy up the stocks that they've really been watching at these levels that are extremely low. This is the CPI website right here, guys, Consumer Price Index, and you can see right here, tomorrow morning, December 10th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, the data will come out. All you got to do is click it. I'm not going to do a video on this. You just click the data and you will see if it comes in higher. I believe it's expected to be around 6.5% tomorrow. So let's hope it's not, over 7%, because if it's over 7%, guys, it's going to get nasty tomorrow. But as you can see, guys, last week it was the COVID. This week we're on inflation. Most likely next week it'll jump back to COVID. 2 weeks later it'll go back to inflation. But understand, all these videos that I put out for you, SoFi's last earnings report was in the worst inflation data in 10 years. And they did excellent on their earnings report. So SoFi is thriving in inflation because they have no supply chain issues, okay? Companies like Chewy that just reported after hours today are signaling weak guidance because, they have supply chain issues. A lot of companies have this issue. We are a 100% digital product. So, inflation is not something to really be worried about because SoFi is going to continue to grow their earnings every single quarter because they are thriving in inflation because 100% digital. And yes, of course, I know SoFi had an extremely red day, about 7.5%, but there was other stocks that got hammered even harder. As we can see, Lucid is down 18%, Chewy with their supply chain issues 13%, Ring Central 13%, Peloton 11%, Coinbase 8.5%, Toast almost 8%, Roku 7.8%, Upstart, Hood, Roblox, Affirm 7%. So companies were getting destroyed across the board. There is no hiding with this inflation fear right now with the CPI data. It was extremely rough, guys. So understand there's really no sector to run from right now. But the thing is, you need to be investing in management. That's exactly what I'm doing. This is some of the strongest management in the world right now. These leaders are coming over from, 5-star companies right now. We're talking Amazon, Tesla. This gentleman right here, Chad Borden, I mean, if you click his profile and you just scroll down, Chad is a senior strategic and operational leader with over 25 years of experience across industry-leading organizations, primarily in the financial services. Chad was most recently the president of USAA Banking and served as the vice chairman of the bank's board of directors. 10,000 employees serving over 9 million members with 100 billion in assets, delivering 6 billion in annual revenue. So a company 6 times larger than SoFi right now on a revenue basis. This guy is for real. Why would he leave USAA to come over to, a disruptor in the banking industry? Because he realizes banking is going south and, digital 100% is the new, disruptor. And that's exactly why he left USAA Banking. He's going to be leading this charter on the way once we get approved. If you want to learn more about the bank charter, this is the guy you need to be doing your research on. Rob Levette right here, general counsel. He is running all legal affairs for SoFi. And there is one video you will find on YouTube if you search this guy. But understand, he was named a top Washington, D.C. corporate counsel in 2015. This guy has deep, deep connections. And I'm telling you right now, there's no guy you want leading the way better right now for SoFi's bank charter license. I mean, this guy is for real. There is one video you can find him talking about this bank charter on YouTube. So go take a look at that. And that'll get you more confidence for SoFi heading into this bank charter approval, which could happen at any given week. And guys, yes, I know it sucks, okay? SoFi, 1 year nonstop shakeout. I mean, this is the weirdest chart I've ever seen. This is a triple mountain. And guys, we are back at levels, back in March. So 9 months, we've gotten nowhere. And understand, our earnings continue to grow. The earnings will eventually catch up. And I'm telling you, big whales have been loading up at this bottom, all the way from, $14 to the $18 range. Tons and tons of institutions are loading. Citadel, Morgan Stanley, Oppenheimer, Rosenblatt. I mean, the list goes on. SoftBank. I mean, tons and tons of companies have been loading up at these levels. And once again, my price average across all my accounts is right around, $15.90, I believe. I would buy the dip again if we go under $15 again. But guys, I mean, we're talking about, 9 months of dip buying opportunities, okay? There's going to come a time where this stock finally, goes off to the moon. It's just we don't have that bank charter license. Student loans are not back in full force. Inflation is at all-time highs. And also, this COVID headline continues to come around. Guys, remember, patience, patience, patience. This is going to be the key. Load the dips when you can. Be patient on this company. This is a 5 to 10 year hold for me, okay? I believe the stock is going to have its rally in the second year on the market, 2 years on the market, guys. That is patience. You earn, you deserve some profits if you've been holding this company for 2 years. I believe the earnings will catch up and we will make our way to higher highs next year. And understand, right now, SoFi has a $25 price average from 7 different analysts. we are looking extremely solid, and I believe this is an amazing buy anywhere in the $14 to $16 range, if we continue to bounce around these levels. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to say I really do appreciate it. I enjoy doing these videos for you. I'm sorry I have to talk about this negative news every single week. Just understand, SoFi on a fundamental basis, excellent earnings, and the CEO on multiple, interviews is calling for stronger accelerating growth into this Q4 earnings. We should get that earnings report right around February 10th to 12th. We have another catalyst coming our way. It would be awesome if we can get that bank charter license before our next earnings report. Once again, the bank charter approval could happen at any given moment. Nobody can time the bottom, and nobody can time that bank charter. But understand, at these levels, a lot of the day traders and paper handlers are out of SoFi stock that were chasing that bank charter. So once again, my name is Kyle. Hope you have a great day.